The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. So my name is Princess Sanchez, a mom entrepreneur streaming live from Tarlac City, and you guys are watching season 1 episode 11 of the Passion Show. Okay, so we are back. So hello everyone. Welcome to the Passion Show. It's another great day for another great episode, no? Kasi for the past 2 episodes, we've been talking about women empowerment. We've been talking about women because we are celebrating International Women's Month. And actually, this episode is an ender to our celebration because this episode is another showcase of another empowered woman, no, and you will meet her later on as our special guest, no, for this episode. Pero guys, before we talk about our episode or our topic for today's episode, no, I'd like to welcome, of course, my partner and my friend here, Kuya Ony.
Bay, magandang hapon ha. Magandang hapon sa iyo.
Magandang hapon sa'yo.
Ses, magandang hapon sa iyo ha.
Magandang hapon po, Kuya Ony.
Wala ka bang napapansin sa background ko ha? Ito, mga pets yan. Mga
Oh,
pets. Okay. Mga aso, mga pusa. Kasi yan ang topic natin, Ses, no? Pets, no?
mm-mm.
Ikaw ba may pets? Ano ba yung mga pets mo sa bahay mo, Ses? Diyan.
Actually, meron kaming dogs. May 4 kaming dogs. We also have cats noon, pero wala na sila ngayon. Pero so more or less,
Mhm.
4 na asong malalaki. But so unfortunately, hindi ko sila madala ngayon because masyado silang malalaki to show here on screen. Pero I brought a very good friend, my pet right now.
Aba,
Ito yung
sino ba yan?
ito si Buddy. Isa
Aba,
siyang
si
pug.
Buddy.
Si Buddy.
Okay. Pug naman siya, pug. No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Abay, totoo yan. Alam mo, Ses, no? Ang mga pets, no, ay importante sa buhay natin yan. Mga alagang hayop,
Tama.
no? In fact, di ba, ito yung totoo, no? Some of our parang most cherished memories, kasama natin yung mga pets natin, di ba? So, kahit yung mga bata pa tayo, hindi natin malilimutan yung mga alaga nating, di ba? Aso, pusa sa bahay, di ba? Yung pangalan nila. At marami tayong memory sa mga pets natin, di ba? Yan yung topic natin ngayon. Ako, dito naman sa bahay, meron kaming 4 na pusa.
Mhm.
3 pusa pala, yung iba nasa labas pero yung sa loob 3 pusa, tsaka 1 aso. Yun, kaso hindi ko madali rito yung mga pusa kasi magtatalo. So, kasama ko rito yung aso na yung aso ko 'no. Ang pangalan niya si Mauro 'no, siya isang golden retriever. Golden
Okay.
retriever. Gusto mo makita?
Oh, sige.
Total
So,
baby naman 'to so kaya kahit puwede kong dalhin dito 'no. Baby siya Halika rito, pangalan niya si Mauro Ika Mauro. Oh, Mauro, "Ay, Kuya Ony, kumusta?" "Okey lang naman." "Nasaan tayo?" "Aba'y nandito tayo sa Pawssion Show." "Uy, hello Ate Ses, kumusta ka?"
Hello, Mauro. Okay lang ako. Kamusta ka, Mauro?
"Okey lang 'to, okey lang 'to." Eh, kasi guest daw ako, eh. Oh, hindi guest ka kasi ang guest
Oh,
natin ay isang ano, mahilig din sa mga pets. "Talaga 'to?"
mm,
Eh, ikaw alam mo Ses, ito'y batang aso, 'di ba ang tawag sa mga batang aso mga pup, 'di ba, pup.
mm, pop.
Tsaka siya ay pet din, pet, kaya
Okay.
puppet. Puppet. Puppet, 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 puppet siya.
Oo.
Oh, yan sige, gusto ko Ses ano, pakilala natin guest natin dahil magandang kuwentuhan nito, eh.
Okay, so siyempre, very special ang ating episode because we invited a very special guest, no, with us. She is another empowered woman nga, like I said kanina, and she
Tama.
is also a pet lover. No, I actually read about her, no, and I actually thought of her as a hero of today's modern time. Kasi not so much na we talk about animals, no, very very often. And this woman is actually a founder of an organization that really promotes animal protection. So, 'di ba, Mauro, do you think that's a very good
Oh, siyempre,
advocacy?
siyempre gusto kong nakilala yan, gusto kong nakilala.
Of
Papakilala
course.
namin sa'yo. Okey,
Papakilala na
sige.
namin siya sa'yo. She is the founder of Pawssion Project, no? And, siguro maybe I could just let her introduce herself more. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Ma'am Malou Perez into this show.
Hello,
Welcome po, Ma'am
Tita
Malou.
Malu. Hello, Tita Malu.
Hello. Hi, Mauro. Hi, Sir Ony. Hi, Miss Princess. Good
Ah,
afternoon.
siya Ses,
Good
siya may
afternoon
totoong
po.
may totoong aso siya.
Mm.
Yeah, this is Don
Oh, yan
Charlie.
totoo yung aso niya.
Hi.
Uy, oo nga 'no.
Hi.
Mhm. Tama,
Hi.
tama, tama.
This is
Aba,
Don
maganda ang
Charlie.
kuwentuhan natin ngayon, tungkol sa mga pets. Okey, pets, okey. Okey, Malu, ako muna magtatanong sa'yo, Malu. So, ikaw ay nandiyan ngayon sa Bulacan, 'di ba, tama 'no?
Yeah, at the
At
Bulacan
dahil
Shelter.
nandiyan yung shelter 'no, ang shelter ng mga aso't mga pusa, 'di ba, tama?
That's right.
Oh, sige, so game. So, ganito muna, kuwento mo naman sa'min Malu 'no, paano ba nagsimula 'tong, passion Potion, Potion project mo? Sige nga, kuwento mo sa'min.
So, yun. Sir Ony, I started Pawssion Project October 2018.
Mhm,
Because I saw a Facebook post about dogs on death row at the
mhm,
Bacolod compound where I am really from. So, growing up, I have always been a dog lover, pero never talaga akong naging aware about the awful reality of strays in the Philippines. So, when I saw the post about the dogs on death row, and hindi lang talaga to na you-euthanize sila. They're gonna be killed by gunshot. And unfortunately, it's legal because it's
mhm.
one of the cheapest ways to eliminate dogs on death row here
Mhm,
in towns in the Philippines. It is a fact kasi that animal welfare is really one of the least priorities of the government. So, walang budget para sa kanila. So, yun, that was really how Potion Project started. Just because of a single Facebook post about dogs on death row at the Bacolod Pound. And just to give you a background, I have always dreamt of putting up my own dog shelter.
mhm,
And then I really didn't expect na it was gonna come to life. Just because I said yes. Even I didn't have any experience. Talagang wala akong experience sa pag-run ng shelter prior. I didn't have any knowledge kung paano mag-run ng shelter. Um, I've had just one rescue experience before that. Pero by God's grace, yun, Potion Project is still here now after almost 4 years later. And we
mhm,
already have two shelters na. So, yun nga, I'm currently here at the Bulacan shelter and then we have another shelter in Bacolod.
interesting. Ses?
So, Ma'am Malou, so yung inyong pong, this personal advocacy of yours, it really started po doon sa post na nakita niyo. Pero prior that po, was there even a time po talaga that you had like some kind of interest talaga with animals or you own before pets prior
Yeah.
this personal project of yours?
Yeah. Prior Potion Project, talagang dog lover na ako. And then we had two dogs. before I started Pawssion Project, ako yung taong pag pumupunta ng beach, maaga akong nagigising kasi gusto kong maglaro dun sa mga aso na nasa beach. And then I would always feel heartbroken every time I would see stray dogs na namamasura. So my love for dogs really has always been there ever since I was young. Pero yun nga, ironically, never ako naging aware na ganun pala kalala yung realidad ng mga strays, ng mga, I mean, other than, the things that you see na very obvious na wala nga silang bahay and wala silang makain. Never nga ako naging aware na may mga pounds pala dito sa Pilipinas, tas pinapatay pala yung mga hindi na rescue, yung mga hindi na ampon.
So, Malu, hindi ko alam kung meron kang statistics, no, kung gaano karami stray dogs natin. Pero obviously, no, pag lumabas na tayo ng bahay, makikita mo di ba? Sobrang dami ng mga, di ba? Mga aso na lang dyan, di ba?
Yeah, funny. As per POS, actually, yung number ng strays in the Philippines, nasa over 12 million stray dogs and cats in the Philippines.
Duti ako, hindi. Oo nga, kasi nandito ko eh. Nandito ko eh. Tama. So, yeah. Ses?
So Mamalu, no, actually just to inform po, no. Dito po sa Tarlac City, iniiwasan na po nila na talagang makakita ng mga stray dogs because ang ginagawa, talagang they take them to the pound. So here, wala na po masyadong stray dogs na talagang na nakikita kasi talagang they're very strict and pet owners are very strict with talagang leashing their dogs. Kasi if ever na nakita nila yung dogs nila na mga dogs na yan nasa street, kinukuha talaga sila. So I think I think your specific advocacy here is something really na I would say talagang maganda kasi kung ang magiging mapaprevent ito from, killing more dogs and killing dogs na nakakalat sa street. It's better na lang talaga to keep them, to raise them, and probably go for adoption po dun sa mga dogs na yun.
That's right. That's right. And yun nga, unfortunately, says, hindi pa din also clear sa maraming tao kung ano yung difference ng pound tsaka ng shelter. Pounds are run by the government, and just because pounds get them out of the streets doesn't mean that they're safe in pounds. I mean, there's so many of them. There's hundreds of thousands per city. So, hindi naman pwede na, 'di ba, sisikip sila doon sa mga pounds. So, I think this is also why we continuously use our platform to raise awareness. Kasi minsan mga tao iniisip nila, ay okay na, kinuha na ng pound yung mga aso. Hindi naman nila alam what do really happens to the dog, the dogs that are being caught by the pound. I mean, are they being put up for adoption? Nasusustain ba yung mga pangangailangan nila? Or they get euthanized? Meron kasi tayong batas na if they do not get adopted or rescued within 7 days to 2 weeks, depende kung may budget yung pound na yon, they really are gonna be killed. So, yun yung nire-raise namin na awareness. Kasi ang dami pa talagang tao nagsasabi na, ay, wala na mga strays dito kasi hinuhuli naman ng mga pound. Without knowing, dogs are being killed there kung hindi sila na-adopt.
Ilan na bali ang nasa shelter ninyo, Malu, no? Diyan sa Bulacan tsaka sa Bacolod?
For both our shelters, we currently house over 600 dogs and cats. We've rescued more than 2,000 since October of 2018. We've rehomed more than 1,000. And to be honest, non-stop yung mga messages sa page na gusto magpa-rescue, gusto magpa-accommodate. And unfortunately, as much as we want to take all of them in, hindi naman po namin kaya because we do not get government funding, we do not have any corporate funding, and hindi kasi ganun kadali na when you accommodate a dog or cat, di naman siya na isa-shelter mo lang siya, kailangan muna gamutin mo, kailangan ipakapon, ipavaccine, you have to make sure na hindi sila naka-cage lang, pag may sakit sila, kailangan silang gamutin. So that's what we want everyone to understand na it really is a struggle no matter how much we wanna save all.
So, meron kayong in-house na vet, ba?
Yeah, we have a resident vet for the Bacolod shelter and the Bulacan shelter, although both of them are still really working privately. So they're just at the shelter once, twice a week. If we have emergency cases, we still bring them talaga to private clinic. So, yung costing lang ng yung wettings nila, napakalaki na. Minsan yung mga hit and run na mga nire-report sa amin, isang case lang, gagastos ka ng mga 60,000-70,000 for the surgery. Hindi pa kasama doon yung rehabilitation nila after. So, yun yung mahirap.
Paano naman yung paano nagiging sustainable yung project na to, yung Pawssion Project?
As of the moment, we cannot even really say that we're sustainable yet.
Okay.
We have sponsorship programs wherein people who wish to help but cannot adopt, yung mga gusto din talagang magkaaso pero yun nga, nakakondo, so hindi na pwedeng magdagdag or hindi pwedeng mag-adopt. They can choose to sponsor a rescue for 1,000 pesos per month. That is to help us with the upkeep of shelter. And yun talaga, very much everything right now. Everyday ginagapang pa rin yung funding to make them survive. Lab suppliers who can donate mga near expiry dog food and cat food sa amin. So, yun, eventually our goal really is to put up our own clinic para makakuha yung income, sustain the shelters. Our goal is to also plant our own na mga veggies and mga food para maging sustainable yung shelter.
Ses?
Okay. This one, Ma'am Malou, this is just a curious question, no? So, now that po you are running a shelter of dogs and cats, no, I just like to ask, no, more or less, pagdating sa, just for the viewers also, for the mind, for everyone's attention and information, more or less, as a pet lover or a pet owner, what do you think po would be, helpful for them to understand or know pagdating sa pag-aalaga ng pets or at least dog or cat or kung ano man po yung
My advice to everyone, those who currently have pets already and those who plan to get a pet, importante talaga D1 pa lang dapat alam mo na it is a lifetime commitment and responsibility. When you have a pet, it's just like taking in a member of the family. It's just like having a child. So, hindi pwede na kuha ka ng pet or gusto mo sila ngayon kasi tuta pa lang sila, kitten, maganda sila, cute. But then eventually, when they grow older or when they get sick, you give up on them. Marami kasi mga ganyan na hindi naiintindihan talaga kung ano yung responsibilidad ng pagiging pet owner. So, madami din mga pupunta sa amin na mga pets din naman sila dati pero nung nagkasakit, hinayaan ng mga pet owner isa-surrender or hindi pa aware yung mga ibang pet owners ng importance ng kapon, ayaw nilang ipakapon, nabuntis, so nagkaanak ng +8, +9, hindi nila kayang i-sustain. So either magiging stress yun, or ipapamigay nila sa ibang tao na hindi naman sila sure kung committed ba yun. Diba? So it's a never-ending cycle kung hindi tayo na-educate. So yun talaga lagi ko sinasabi na it is very important, day one pa lang, alam mo siya na lifetime commitment and responsibility siya. My advice always to pet owners is, if you cannot take care of more than one or more than the pets that you have right now, have them spayed and neutered. Ipakapon talaga. Kasi for those who are not yet aware, mahal din actually magpakapon in private clinics. Yun yung problema dahil we do not have enough program regarding spay and neutering. So, ang dami na din naman actually aware ngayon pero hindi lang talaga sila maka-afford. So, yun. I always tell pet owners na you save up dun sa pagpapakapon. Marami na din naman mga clinic na nag-offer ng low-cost kapon. Us at Pawssion Project and other animal welfare groups, meron mga libre na mga kapon every once in a while pag nakakapag-raise kami ng funds. Kailangan talaga ipakapon kasi mas malaki na, di hamak na mas malaki yung gagastusin mo pag dumami yung mga alaga mo. So,
tama.
It's very important. Yun lang talaga, yung guiding na reminder ko sa lahat. When you have a pet, it's basically just like having a kid.
Tama. Ngayon, Malu, bago ko tanungin yung next question ko, gusto ko lang invitein yung mga yung ating mga viewers na kung meron kayong gusto itanong, diba? O kung may gustong kayong makipagkwentuhan din sa amin, pwede kayo mag-type diyan sa baba. Okay. Type lang kayo diyan at babasahin natin yung mga gusto niyong iparating, okay. So Malo, ang tanong kong susunod, bukod diyan sa project na 'yan, yung Pawssion Project, ano pa pinagkakaabalahan mo? Ikaw ba'y may family ka na sarili o single ka o anong trabaho mo, negosyo pang iba, gano'n?
Single with 600 dependents.
Okey.
So, I still keep a regular job. So, I'm a financial advisor by profession, and that was even before I started Pawssion. We recently just opened a business also. It's pet aquamation. And every once in a while, we have side businesses also. So, we sell mga environmental friendly products. So, every day really is a roller coaster actually. Dahil ang
Mhm,
daming kailangan i-balance. And again, it is hard to make sure that all of the 600 plus rescues and all of the other, we also feed strays pa eh. So, it's very hard and we have to make sure na we never run out of funding para sa
tama.
kanila.
Yeah, kasi kaya ako natanong 'yan kasi siyempre National Women's Month ano, so pinag-uusapan natin ang galing ng mga Pinay 'no, kagaya mo. Eh, ang tanong ko diyan, gaano kalaking oras ba ginugugol mo diyan? Paano mo na pagtatahi-tahi yung mga yung mga iba't ibang activities mo sa isang araw?
Honestly, Sir Oni, I don't understand how my everyday life actually na nangyayari to. Parang even up until now, almost 4 years later, parang I always attribute everything na God's grace lahat-lahat. Na I always feel like yung my everyday life, parang more than 24 hours siya. But I always still wake up every day with a passionate heart, with a grateful heart. Yun always yung constant reminder ko na no matter how exhausting everything is, may it be work-wise or my advocacy, I always remember why I'm doing all of these things. And that is really to give a voice to the voiceless. Kasi yun nga, at the end of the day, these animals can never speak up for themselves.
Mhm,
So,
mhm, mhm.
yun, every day of my life, I still struggle with time management. Kasi no matter how much you plan everything, when there's an emergency case or may kailangan, may mga emergency na kailangan, again, we're dealing with lives here kasi. So, it's super hard to really make sure na napaplano yung day. Pero yun, so far so good. Almost 4 years later, parang mas grumabe pa din yung passion ko.
Mhm,
Every still a learning experience for me. Pero yun, I always tell everyone na all by God's grace to lahat-lahat.
mhm. Ses?
Tama, tama. So, sobrang I'm very inspired by you, no, Mama Lu, kasi you are, you are such really an empowered woman talaga, and I really could say that you are able to somehow make it a point na hindi wala kang mapapabayaan sa mga ginagawa mo. So that's a very good encouragement and inspiration to a lot of women. Okay. So, actually, my ang gusto kong itanong sa 'to because this has been also an alarming situation for me because before when I studied in China, there was a specific city in China, the Yulin province, no, this province, I'm sure you might have heard of this. They are basically legal. Well, of course, it's been a culture of the city to be so much into dog eating. Okay, so they've been festivals and about that no, and there was a petition, a global petition on this to stop these people from eating dogs. No, now as an advocate of animal welfare protection and speaking for the animals, no, I'd like to ask how or more or less your insights or how you could probably strengthen more policies in terms of being a spokesperson for this para maiwasan natin in our very own country na magkaroon ng ganong mga actions kasi I'm sure may mga ganyang mga taong kumakain din ng mga dogs dito sa ating bansa. So what can you say and how you can propose against this?
Yeah, so yeah, first the Yulin Festival is really awful. I mean, for you to even celebrate, having to eat and kill dogs. Um, and to be honest with you, this is also rampant here in the Philippines. There's even another dog organization here in the Philippines, which is the Animal Kingdom Foundation, which focuses on dog meat trade. Um, and that's what's really heartbreaking for us animal advocates. Because even if we have a law that prohibits dog meat trade and dog meat eating, it is still rampant. Kasi, I mean, let's accept the fact the Philippines really has a lot of beautiful laws. Ang problem natin always is the implementation. So, and also, mahirap din dahil yung pinaglalaban ng iba, culture daw nila yon. I think it's a common knowledge na dog meat trade is rampant in Baguio and Pampanga. Um, so we are really strongly against it. And yun, that's why as animal welfare groups, we can only do so much. We can use our platform to continuously raise awareness. We at Pawssion Project, we try to partner with we partner with Kong Ronnie and Congress kasi sila talaga. I hope also we'll be able to educate everyone kung gaano nga ka-important yung roles ng mga senators. Kasi sila yung gumagawa ng mga batas or power para i-revisit yung mga existing laws natin. So, yun, as much as we want to do, come up with a law or, things like that, we do not really have the power to do it kasi we're just a non-profit organization. So that's what we do for now. We raise awareness and then we tap people in Congress to help us strengthen the law. Although unfortunately right now, syempre everyone's busy with the campaign. That's why we pray na whoever man yung mga mananalo sa election na to will also consider animal welfare kasi wala talagang programs for animal welfare. So yun yung reminder namin sa lahat-lahat na it's so sad because the reason why dogs are being caught by the pounds is because of the Anti-Rabies Act. So napaka-ironic lang na kailangan hulihin yung mga strays because of the stigma on rabies. And again, rabies is not inborn. It's a virus that can be prevented by a vaccine. It's just COVID. It's just like COVID. It can be prevented if you get the vaccine. And that's why nga may mga mass vaccination drives. That's why pet owners are being asked na ipa-vaccine yung mga aso para hindi sila makakuha ng rabies virus. It's ironic how napaka-aggressive nung paghuhuli ng strays in support of the Anti-Rabies Act. Pero ba't parang hindi ganun ka-aggressive yung mga efforts para hulihin yung kumakain ng aso? Parang takot kayo makagat ng aso tapos kakainin nyo pa? Diba? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So, yun, we're strongly against it. And we parang, like, I am a devout Catholic, but I always, parang I appreciate the idea of reincarnation. Parang ang saya siguro isipin if lahat tayo isip na what if yung aso na nasa street or yung pusa na nandyan kapamilya mo dati. I mean, can you afford to hurt them? Diba no? So, it's a nice reminder. And even hindi mo siya kapamilya, I mean, at the end of the day, they're living creatures. And they deserve to live din naman sa mundong ito. Mahirap lang talaga hindi sila nakakapagsalita. That's why we're here to speak up for them.
Correct. Kuya Ony, anong sinasabi kinakain ng aso? Hindi, may mga taong kumakain ng aso. Talaga to. Yun ang sinasabi nga eh. Uy, huwag niyo kakainin hindi ako nasarat. Hindi ako nasarat. Hindi, siyempre hindi. At yun nga, di ba? Tama yun. So, panawagan natin. Yung ating mga politiko, di ba? Magkakaroon tayo ng mga bagong set of congressmen, no? At senators nitong darating, no? Maganda pag-isipan dito, no? I'm sure you lobby, Malou, di ba? So,
Yes.
di ba? Maganda pag-isipan nito, itong, di ba? Kumbaga laws, no? Yung mga batas na pakikinabangan ng mga animals. Diba?
Yeah.
Yung mga
Yeah.
hayop, diba?
And actually, Sir Ony, when you lobby and you make sure that the laws for animal welfare are implemented, hindi lang naman sila yung affected pati din naman tayo, di ba? When the animals are safe, us humans will also be safe. When people are responsible pet owners, then people will really bring their dogs and cats to the vets. They will really buy supplies for their pets, which will in turn contribute to the economy as well. So, di ba pag na-implement properly yung laws on animal welfare, hindi lang naman yung mga hayop yung nakikinabang. Kasi like we always say, we all coexist. So, sana talaga maisip talaga ng mga government officials natin na tulungan din, magbigay din ng budget sa animal welfare. Kasi sa mga pangkapon lang, malaking bagay na yun. Never ending yung effort sa rescue. But not
Tama.
until na-control natin yung population, wala, hindi talaga matatapos to lahat.
Mhm. Ses?
Okay, so I could not agree even more no dun sa
Tama.
itong paalala and awareness na ating gustong i-raise no at siguro Ma'am Malu, my question would be just more on what's next for you and for this project of yours. What most likely would be your set of plans and ano ang magiging mga next
Tama.
set of actions.
So, I really have big dreams, not just for Pawssion Project, but animal welfare in general. As of the moment, there's still no, there's no committee in the government that's dedicated for animal welfare. Walang coalition ng mga different animal welfare groups. So, it's very hard because we all have the same goal, but we all never get to meet together to discuss para, alam mo yon para mas magkaisa pa. Pawssion Project this year, yung pinaka-goal namin is to rehome at least 500 dogs and cats. We have already rehomed in the past 4 years, 4 international adoptions. We recently just sent one of our rescues from the pound to Canada. Our goal also is to stay and neuter at least 1,000. But every time nakikita ko yung mga strays, yung mga nire-report na mga papatayin sa pound, I feel like 1,000 is a very, very low number. Kailangan talaga taasan pa yung goal sa pagkapon. And we really want to continuously tap more LGUs. Kasi ang problem, based on my experience, kaya walang mga projects for animal welfare is because hindi kasi talaga aware yung mga tao na nasa gobyerno. Marami sa mga nakausap ko na din, mga pet lovers din, may mga sariling pets, pero never pa sila yung iba hindi nga nila alam may mga pound pala yung mga lugar kung saan sila may jurisdiction. So, yun yung goal ni talaga. It really is to raise awareness, to tap as many people with influence as possible para gamitin din nila yung platform nila to raise awareness on animal welfare. And to really hope and pray na mas marami pa mga politicians mag-allocate talaga ng budget for animal welfare na mga initiatives.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
invite talaga more people to volunteer kasi
Tama.
iba yung nakikita mo lang sa mga social media, iba yung nakikita mo lang yung mga posts
So-
compared to ikaw mismo ma-experience mo siya.
So, paano yung sabi mong mag-volunteer? Halimbawa, may mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon gusto mag-volunteer. So, anong pwede nilang gawin at anong gagawin nila pag nag-volunteer sila?
Yun. So, Sir Ony, our shelters are open every day, Mondays to Sundays from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. We have a website, it's pawssionproject.org.ph. So, andun lahat-lahat ng mga very important details like our location, donation details as well. Those who wish to volunteer, meron kaming mga designated na mga schedule para mag-recruit ng mga volunteers who really want to be part of the team. But people can also walk in anytime at the shelter para tumulong. Because again, we house over 600 rescues in both shelters. Pwedeng tumulong yung mga volunteers sa pagpapakain ng mga rescues. So they are fed twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. Pwede din tumulong yung mga volunteers na papaliguan, yung mga rescues, yung mga artistic naman or yung mga photographers, videographers. They can take photos and videos of the rescues para ma-push pa sila and magawa ng profile and ma-push for adoption. We are also looking for fosterers para maalagaan yung mga special cases kasi hindi na sila talagang matutukan sa shelter kasi sobrang dami. And adoption talaga. I really highly encourage everyone to consider adoption because there are just way too many animals in need of a home. Gusto talaga namin palakasin pa yung Adopt Don't Shop campaign. The reason why so many animals are being killed in pounds, so many strays, hindi nabibigyan ng chance because people choose to buy rather than adopt. If you have the means naman and talagang kaya mo and talagang gusto mo bumili, go ahead. But please don't forget to give back to, the animal welfare organizations as well. And basta kung kaya talaga, adapt na lang. Dahil para kung mag-adapt po kayo sa mga shelters, magkakaroon kami ng space para makapag-rescue na naman ulit.
Correct. Tita Nalu, nagdo-volunteer po ako.
Yes, go
Do-volunteer ako.
ahead.
Okay.
Please.
Entertainin ko yung mga aso at tusa.
Oo,
Kakantahan ko
turuan,
sila. La la la
turuan mo
la
silang
la.
kumanta.
Opo. Okay.
Para
So,
ma-adapt din sila.
tama. Maganda yan, maganda panawagan yan ha. So mga kapasyonista ha. Okay. So kung gusto niyo mag-volunteer ha at tumulong no dito sa project ni Malu, abay puntahan niyo yung website niya ha at ito yung chance ninyo no to give back to nature, 'di ba? To
Yes,
nature, no? Ito yung kasama natin. At alam niyo yung mga pets maraming masasayang memories, no? Na nakasama natin yung mga pets natin, 'di ba? So pwede to, lalaki, babae, meron ba kayong mga age limit diyan, Malu?
actually, none po talaga. We open talaga the shelters to everyone. And I have always wanted Pawssion Project to be a platform of kindness. And
Mhm.
yun, it doesn't matter kahit takot po kayo sa aso. Punta lang kayo dito kasi mawawala yung takot niyo dito.
Okay. Buti pala wala kami nadidinig ngayon diyan, ha. Kumakahol-kahol.
Yeah, they're asleep. They're asleep. Actually, more than 10 yung kasama ko dito sa room. Ganun sila
Ah,
kababait. Natutulog lang
tulog.
sila.
Tama. Yan ba may mga pangalan lahat? Yung mga paano ba yan?
Yeah. Lahat po
600
sila
yan? May pangalan?
Lahat po sila may pangalan.
Aba.
Yun lagi yung consolation namin na syempre
Mhm.
masakit. Yun yung, being in this advocacy is emotionally and mentally draining. Kasi
Mhm.
syempre always try to do your best and then meron iba na last minute. I mean, it's too late already nung na-rescue sila. So, our hearts get broken every time we lose a
Tama.
rescue. So, kaya we always make it a point, upon rescue pa lang, minsan yung iba hindi nga namin namimite kasi diretso na ng vet. We always
Correct.
give them a name. Yun lagi yung consolation namin na kahit hindi man siya nabuhay pa, at least namatay siya
Mhm.
na may pangalan, at least namatay siya
Oo.
na nabigyan siya ng dignidad, namatay siya na
Mhm.
nalaman niya na meron nagmamalasakit sa kanya. So, we always make it a point to give the rescues a name talaga.
Correct. Sandali, Ses, Malu, mukhang may mga tayo, may mga nagko-comment sa atin. Direk, sige nga, basahin mo, Princess. Direk, yung mga comments. Marami nagko-comments eh. Yan, sige na. O game, Ses.
Sabi ni Sel Nicolas, I admire you so much, Miss Malou Perez. I hope to meet you one day.
Okay, next.
Si Janelli Diato, so inspiring. My highest respect to you and all you do for these innocent creatures, Miss Malou. Our Cheryl.
Okay, next.
Kathy Ogilia, animal welfare is human welfare.
Mhm.
Janelle Diato,
Next.
remember to vote for those who advocate for animal welfare.
Correct. Next.
Okay, sabi rin niya, adopt, foster, donate, volunteer, sponsor, advocate.
Okay, next.
Okay, so sabi ni Kathy, we can all do something. If malayo ka sa shelter ng Pawssion Project, pwede din mag-adopt sa mga local pounds or local animal shelters. Okay?
Okay. So, Ses, may question ka pa bago natin pakawalan si Malu?
Well, ako naman, actually, wala na akong question. I just would have to commend na lang Mama Lou for doing all of these, no? Talagang she is really such a remarkable woman and a spokesperson for all the animals. So I am right behind you here, Mama Lou, in this advocacy. So kasi my sister is actually a veterinarian. She has been also an active active for this cause. So maybe next time we could visit your shelter in Bulacan and we could see what we could do to help.
Yeah,
Tama.
thank
Sandali,
you.
meron pang, may message pa direct, meron pa isa, si Sel Nicolas. Yan, Ses.
Okay, so sabi ni Sel, Miss Malou, ako po yung transporter ng dogs going to their forever home. Yung
Oh,
kay
yeah.
Kale and
Yeah.
Aww.
Thank you, Sel. Yeah, there was
Tama.
one pinost lang din, abandoned siya na dog. And then we shared on the page. Tapos itong si Cel, siya yung tumulong na i-transport yung dog from that place to the adopter, one of the adopters also. So, thank you. Yun, di ba, parang let's never underestimate the power of advocating. Kahit yung pagsimpleng pag-share-share lang natin, di natin alam na
Tama.
pwedeng mag-reach dun sa mga tao na pwedeng tumulong. So, thank you,
Tama,
Cel.
tama. O yun, so yun, Malu, kami ni Ses, no? Ako, si Kuya Ony, si Ses, at ang TNC, ang Passion Show, nandito kung kailangan mo ng tulong, kung ano matutulong namin. Tati ako. Okay, pati. Pati Rochi, pati to si Mauro, no? Pag kailangan mo ng tulong, pwede. So, bago ka namin pakawalan, baka meron kang huling panawagan, no? Sa ating mga viewers, Malu.
Yeah. So first, thank you very much, TNC, for having me today. Thank you, Sir Ony and Mrs. for the opportunity. I am always grateful for every opportunity that we get to get the word out. Kasi dati, hindi naman ganun katunog yung animal welfare, hindi naman talaga siya pinag-uusapan. So thank you for giving us a chance to talk about our advocacy. I'd like to thank all of the volunteers, the hardworking volunteers, and the caretakers ng Pawssion Project. Yung Pawssion Project naman talaga it has always been a group effort. Thank you to everyone na nagpa-follow sa amin and naniniwala sa cause namin. I really highly invite everyone. Please follow our pages. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel. And please support other rescue groups and shelters as well. Ang dami pong nangangailangan ng tulong ngayon. Adopt if you can. If you cannot adopt, foster. If you cannot foster, donate. Any amount will do. You can donate in kind as well. If you cannot donate, then you are more than welcome to volunteer in our shelters. Our shelters are open every day. There are so many ways to help. If you cannot adopt, you can choose to sponsor a rescue for 1,000 pesos per month. Feed the stray if you can. Huwag kayong matakot. Always remember paano na lang kung umabot sa time na tayo naman walang bahay, walang makain. Di ba gusto din naman natin na may tumulong sa atin.
Correct.
And we also have an upcoming activity this coming Sunday. We will be at Ayala Vertis Mall. We will have Libre Capon. We will have free vaccination drive. We will also be bringing 15 rescues for adoption. So I hope that you can come by and see what we do. And yun, my advice to everyone, especially to women, remember that there's always something you can do. Just because babae ka doesn't mean that hindi mo kayang gawin yung mga ginagawa ng iba. Always pray talaga kasi at the end of the day, tao lang naman tayo. Ang dami nating hindi
Correct.
kailangan tayo i-guide ni Lord. So you pray, and nothing like a life lived with passion. Parang ako, no matter how exhausting every day, natutulog ako sa gabi na masaya, natutulog ako sa gabi na fulfilled ako. So, try to reach out. It doesn't matter if for animal welfare yan. Basta tumulong, mag-charity work.
Tama.
And, God will take care of everything na parang He'll find a way to pay back all of the good works that we do. So, yun. And happy
Okay.
International Women's Month sa lahat ng
Sige. Okay, so mga kapatid, yan po si kaibigan natin si Malou Perez mula sa Pawssion Project. Okay, magbabalik kami ha. Break muna, direct. Bye.
Thank you.
TNC is a live stream platform of online shows for people on the go. Please watch all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content. But we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our vision is to become a global 24/7 live stream channel that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. You can watch the Passion Show live every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. or on replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search hashtag TNC now. For sponsorships, please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a DM. So enjoy these life changing shows because we made them just for you. So now on its second year, Global Women Who Rule 2022 is streaming soon. GWWR is a special online summit in celebration of Filipino women during the International Women's Month. Global Women Who Rule profiles 22 empowered Filipino women leaders. Filipinas from different walks of life and all around the world will be gathered in an online summit on March 26, 2022, Saturday, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Philippine time on the new channel. Watch, be inspired, and be a part of an ever growing women community that promotes positive on positivity. So now we are on to our session with the time that I would share, this particular segment for all of you because we actually talked about um, animal protection and animal care, diba? So we are going on to a session. Okay, so I just make it a very quick and very brief before my song rendition for all of you. No, so we were talking about the pet care. We're talking about how to be responsible pet parents. No, and this I would actually just first and foremost show you some pictures of myself with my dog. No, this is actually one of our dear pets. No, at home. So yeah, and so his name is Scott. He's actually he just recently passed away. No, he's actually he was well, he's 13 years old when he passed away. No, and I also some of meron pa akong iba pang pictures aside from that. No, um, meron ding yan. So this is a corgi. No, this is one of the dogs I saw in the mall, and also another picture about yung isa kong dog si Scott yan. So sobrang love ko yung animal and especially dogs. So I take pictures of them, and also I have this quote for all of you just to nandyan. So this I like this. I'd like to showcase this and show you all of you guys this because I want to remember raise awareness. We're talking about animal care and animal welfare awareness, raising this awareness for this cause. No, so this particular quote na this earth was made for all beings, not just human beings. So we have to take care of all the somehow of all the living organisms or especially the animals that we have no here on earth no so I just make it very short and very brief no we're talking about pet care and as a responsible pet owner we have to be we have to consider the following things no para talagang magkaroon tayo ng proper care sa ating mga pets. So I would give out five important, six important tips for all of you as pet lovers and animal lovers or pet parents. No, number one, very basic. Of course, our pets they need to have healthy food. No, so make sure na yung ating mga pets talagang nakakakain ng maayos based from their daily nutritional needs. So lahat tayo may nutritional needs. So dapat ganun din ang ating mga pets. So make sure that we consult with our vet, know what proper diet our pets need or our pets would need to follow para sila ay maging healthy. Kasi we don't want to feed them table scraps kasi our food, human food, tend to be really fatty, salty, di ba? And these food can cause problems to your pets such as heart problems, renal problems, natin magkaroon sila ng mga sickness at laging nasa vet, 'no? So, healthy food kailangan ng ating mga pets. Number two, kailangan ng mga ating mga pets ang water. So, much as us, kailangan natin magkaroon ng we need to be hydrated, especially now na mainit ang panahon. Pets also need to have clean drinking water. Kasi sila, yan ang isa sa mga necessity para sila ay mag-survive. So, ayaw natin na yung pets natin sobrang init sa labas at hindi sila nakakainom ng tubig. Anong nangyayari? Pwede silang ma-heat stroke, di ba? Or magkaroon ng mga, sort of problem pagdating dyan. Kasi hindi natin sila nabibigyan ng water. So, they need to be hydrated. So, as much as possible, we replace their water 2 times a day para sila ay talagang maka-intake ng uh, clean drinking and sufficient amount of water. Number three, just like what Mama Lou said, every pet needs a home. They need a shelter. So I would really encourage everyone to adopt and not shop. No, so let's have that opportunity and provide that opportunity for other pets or or other dogs and cats. So magkaroon sila ng sariling home. No, so they need shelter for this and that. They need to have kind of safe and safe place where they could rest. No, they would feel at home, they would feel loved, no? Because this is very helpful towards fostering or towards really taking care of an animal. They need to feel that they are taken care of and so that they will be able to take care of you as well. So, yan, two-way naman ang ating affection towards them and likewise sila sa atin. So, they need that shelter, okay? Number four, possible, 'di ba, they need to also have that bathroom break. So, minsan iisip natin, eh, kaya naman siguro ng dog natin na nasa loob lang ng bahay, hindi nagci-CR or hindi nagre-release 'no. They need they actually need that is very much needed kasi pets or dogs or cats, they need to as much as possible go to the restroom, 'di ba? Like humans, ganun din. So, for cats, they have a litter box must be na nandyan so that they could do whatever they need to do and even dogs. So, as much as possible, they need to be taken into a walk para magkaroon, they could be outside or, et cetera, para talagang maging healthy sila, okay? So, sa mga puppies 'no, 6 months old and above, they could somehow accommodate 'no, or they could, endure 'no, not peeing for at least 6 hours 'no, or I mean, sorry, 4 hours. Pero for adult dogs, no, they need to, as much as possible, they must be able to pee not more than 6 hours. Okay? So, kailangan note note natin 'yan. As possible, kailangan nakakapag-release sila in their ways, no? So, number five, they need to have exercise. So, kailangan nag-exercise ang ating mga pets kasi nakakatulong din 'yan not just in the physical aspect but also in the mental state of the dog. So, kailangan talaga exercise sila so they could also shed some weight of their bodies, no. So yon. And lastly, this is very important because just like us, somehow we need to consult an expert towards sa ating health. So ganun din dapat ang ating mga pets. They have to be consulted to a vet or para sila maging really healthy. So ano ba yung mga reason na yan? So of course, if they need to be vaccinated, di ba? If they need to be checked, their teeth needs to be checked. Or should they also need to tinitingnan nila kanilang mga organs, no? Kung healthy ba talaga, nakakain ba ng maayos, or masyado ba silang nasa stress, all those things. So they have to have an assessment, or vets need to assess them so that we know if they are really, healthy or not, no? And lastly, importante rin that we have the time to bring them to grooming, no? So yung na kanilang mga nails, no? They cut yung mga nails nila or yung hair, or especially yung mga ticks, no? They have to see if your dog really, somehow is infested of ticks or fleas, no? You don't want them to be, somehow infest ng mga ganyang parasites. So, as much as possible, have them checked, no? So, yun lang po yung aking brief um, tips, no, on how we could really um, take care of our pets, no, better. So food, shelter, water. No, they also need to, as much as possible, take on some bathroom breaks, diba? Or exercise. And lastly, pag-visit sa mga vets. Okay? So, yan lang po ang aking session, no? And this time, I'd just like to render this song, no, for all of you. Just like to make this quick na lang para ano, we still have time, no? So, this song is actually um true colors, because I really believe that in this way, taking care of our animals, taking care of our pets would really show how our true colors, no, in ating mga motives and ang ating mga sarili, no. So okay. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, though I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you make you small in its sleep. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when last saw you laughing. This world makes you crazy. You've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. And you see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful. See true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. To let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful. Like a rainbow. Makes you crazy. You've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful. Like a rainbow. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in sa session and this special song. No, I'd like to bring back the spotlight to Kuya Oni.
Ayan, okey, nag-enjoy ka ba? Siyempre, Kuya Oni. Okey, siyempre. At alam ba, Ses, ang ganda ng ating episode ngayon, napaka-interesting 'no, ating topic tungkol sa mga pets 'no, at sigurado ako maraming na-inspire dun sa guest natin na si Malou, 'di ba? Sigurado 'yan.
Tama, tama.
Okey.
So,
So, yeah,
tiring.
tama. So, yan na yan na ang huling episode natin itong National Women's Month 'no, dahil next week, April na ba next week 'no, Ses? April na, tama ba? April na.
Um,
Mukha, mukha,
Next
mukha, mukha.
mga Wednesday,
Mga
April.
gano'n 'no, at ito ay birthday month naman ni Ate Ses. Talaga? Okey, birthday month niya. Okey, so sana nag-enjoy kayo, mga kapasyonista at, next week,
Tama.
manood ulit kayo Thursday 'no, Thursday 5:30. Okey, 5:30, panoorin niyo kami. Okey, so huwag niyong kalilimutan kung gusto niyong magpagawa ng silhouette portraits, o kaya gusto niyong magnegosyo, passiontopeso.com. Ikaw, Ses?
Okay, so syempre kung gusto niyo rin magnegosyo, no, online business, no, you could message me via Facebook and even our sa mga gusto magtanong ng mga glass and aluminum related concerns or inquiries, you could also message me via Facebook. So, yun po ang aking
Okey. So, kita-kita ulit tayo mga kapatid, mga kapasyonista. This has been Kuya Oni.
And this has been Princess reminding you guys to focus on what excites you.
And this is Mauro. Eto si Mauro, and of course, be willing to take risk and be willing to suffer.
Okay, and of course, you relish the results. So, till our next episode next Thursday, see you guys and God bless.
Bye-bye. I see you.